And of course, being a black man in America, I was born in 1963. All right. In 1963, abortion was not even legal. Okay. Dr. Martin Luther King didn't die till 1969. All right. It was a different world. We were fighting, galvanizing around a ideal. And what really gets me, man, is this. We didn't come up with these ideals. These ideals that we are trying to pull our arms around are the ideals of America. Of America. They are American ideals. Everyone should be treated equally. You should judge me by the content of my character. You see what I'm saying? These things are the things of American dreams. I know we sometimes get lost in the commercialization, the materialization, and all of these Asians. Okay? Right? We get caught up in it. But really, the American dream is this. The American dream that anybody from around the world could come to this country and you will be treated fairly. You will be protected by our laws, whether you're a citizen or not. The Bill of Rights is for human beings. It's not for citizens, it's for human beings. Okay, so these things, this American dream that I really think what we should put in the forefront is what Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did. Not only did he not put it in the forefront, he gave his life for it.
Man.
Okay?
Exactly.
Okay, now look, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
And it seems as though he has some sense that he wasn't long for this world. We hear it in his speech. I have a dream speech, right? I might not get there, but we as a people will get there. Come on, man, right?
Yeah.
So what better time to celebrate his birthday is on the 20th. We plan to have MLK Day on the 17th.
Okay.
Look, I'm going to get with the previous people that put forth this effort. Let's work together.
Right.
We ain't nobody trying to be a big star. Okay, we're gonna let Jesus be the big star. Okay, he's our big star, and he's the only star in my book. Okay, so what we want to do is bring these people together because diversity, inclusion is beautiful.
It is.
Okay, I have been around the world. I mean, I have literally been around the world. Okay?
Yes.
I retired from the United States Navy. I've been around the world, and I've been around a lot of cultures. And I'm telling you, we only benefit from inclusion, different perspective, different cultures, how they cook food. I find it so fascinating that this, that someone will argue about inclusion. It's crazy, but anyway, so
it makes you wonder, like, man, who actually has a problem with DEI? Like, if you have a problem with it, then it makes me think something about you. But that's,
well, look,
everybody's got their opinion, I guess. But
hey, I told y'all need to be 18. Look, I'm retired now. I retired from the Navy, and then I got out and I worked for Abbott Laboratories. I retired from there. Okay, look. Don't nobody need to tell me about being passed over because I'm not the right color. Ain't nobody, this argument to me don't make sense. I've been passed over a lot. Okay, I have been better than people. I have not just my emotions on the record. And I got the records. I got the receipts, like the young people say.
Yeah.
I got the receipts. And I can back up everything I say. And I've been passed over numerous of time by someone that was white and male.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So this argument about DEI, man, that's somebody else's argument. It ain't my argument because this been happening.
People that know, we don't even have time to make that. Like, if we got to argue about that, we waste our time. Like, you don't understand.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
But I have found that when we, as a human race, and it's only the human race. All of these other things, black, white, yellow, these are all social constructs. One human. It's just one race, human race. But we have people groups. I call them people groups. And That's what the scientists call them, people groups, because that's what they are. The thing is this, though. I have found America to be such a beautiful place.
Man,
look, I mean, I love America. I love our diversity. I love the different cultures, and especially out here in the Southwest. Look, I'm a type of Southwest guy. I'm from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
But I love the Southwest by West. Come on, look, let's understand this. Arizona is white Arizona. Okay, look, don't let nobody get it twisted. Don't get nobody, and try to embellish this situation. Arizona is white Arizona. Okay, but that's not a bad thing. White people ain't bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. People are people. Now, here in Arizona, black people are 3% of the population. Now,
we're low.
That's low.
It's Hispanic. White.
Yeah.
So we make them very small.
Now, one thing I really feel is that about our culture. Okay, we're of African descent, but like you said, we are African Americans. Okay, we're Black Americans. We totally different than Africanos. Okay,
right.
So here in Arizona, we have a way of finding our people. So there's enough. If you want to hang out with Black folks and have a good time with Black folks, you could do it.
Not that hard.
You could do it. It's been 13 years in San Diego, East Coast. I've been everywhere. So I'm kind of a mutt a little bit when it comes to culture, because I kind of like a little bit of everything almost. But I'm mainly, what I really love is urban Black.
Yeah.
That's what I love. That's me. In Exodus, in the Bible, in the Old Testament, in Exodus, God gave us 10 commandments. Okay? We couldn't do that. Okay? All right, we couldn't do that. All right? Jesus come by in the New Testament and just give us 2 commandments.
I'm simple.
I'm going to break it down for us, right? He said, look, I'm going to give you 2 commandments, okay? Look, love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind, okay? And he said the second is likened unto the first. Love thy neighbor as thyself. Now look, you could build what you want on whatever you want. But a sure foundation is required for any time you're going to do something lasting. Okay, you see what I'm saying? If you're going to do something lasting, I choose to build on something that I know that been lasting since we've been here as people. Okay, I love my neighbor. I ask God to help me love my neighbor as myself.
Right.
I say, I don't care who you are, what you are, this and that. But now look, don't trigger Canon. Okay, but Canon will get emotional. I'll take you off my love list. I'll take you off my love list. But and there's 2 people close to that, so y'all Negroes better behave. But anyway, let's be cool. But back to what we were saying about the MLK is that it's really important that we remember where we came from. It's really important that not only to just give it lip service, you got to put some action into something. You got to put some effort into something. You got to build on something. Because a lot of people talk, and I'll talk too. I run my mouth, but there's going to come a point when I'm going to stop talking with you because you're not doing anything.
Yeah, you gotta come with action.
Yeah, you gotta put something in place. And I'm not saying everything will be successful, but the effort is really what matters. We're in this climate, and I'm a guy. I love everybody. Okay, I love everybody. Still, I feel the emotions in the air. Now, look, the church I go to is one community church right behind Target. Okay.
Yes.
My church is.
Shout out to Pastor Ken.
Yeah, Pastor Ken. We love you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. My church is basically 98% white, older white, and I took my time. Is this something that I want to do? I'm there. What's happening in our country is not happening there. Okay, they still loving me the same, and I'm still loving them the same. So, but look, I don't want to burn no bridges with no one. I want to say, look, I want to connect with the people. Let's put this thing together. Let's enjoy. Let's really have a celebration, and that's what I think his sacrifice at least deserve.
Yeah,
we don't deserve much, but I do believe that at least that's well deserved.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think make sure we don't. We're inclusive.
Right.
We want people. I don't care what color you are.
Right.
I don't care who you sleep with.
Yeah.
I don't, whatever. This is something separate. This is celebration of a great leader and the change in America. Because when America changed, the world changed. Okay. I mean, look at us now. We're changing, and the whole world is changing. When America changed, the whole world changed. Now, if we change to a negative stand, then the world will change to a negative stand. If we change to a positive stand, then the world will change to a positive stand. So this is what happened, with the civil rights. There was a sea change. Now, look, everybody's not gonna get on board. Some people some folks just gonna have to die out, man. But ultimately,
you're getting close,
the clock is ticking. Yeah. But I think to be diverse, to be inclusive, for our day here, as Americans, to really come together and celebrate. Is one of those things I think is a high calling. I think it's a very noble thing to do. I believe it to be a righteous thing to do. Yeah. So, I mean, however that pans out, I feel like a winner with it.